All right, guys, Paul Byrom now joining me from Celtic Thunder. It's great to meet you.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you too.
Well, this is an incredible presentation, production, I guess. And as a solo performer, what's it like to have been swept up in this whole phenomenon?
The most appealing thing for me, because I can only speak on my own behalf, but
yeah.
The most appealing thing for me was the fact that it wasn't a new group, or it wasn't a show. You know, it was very much, I suppose, a production where you got to show off what you are and who you are. And there was 4 other people doing that as well. So I, obviously being the more classical of the 5, got to sing, a couple of classical pieces with songs that had a flavour of classical music running throughout it. So, that was appealing for me. And then, of course, to go in and do a number of songs together was great, because when you've got 5 very different voices, it's always kind of a concern. Is it going to be a hit, or is it going to be an absolute miss, where, these 5 voices are so different that it sounds awful. But I think it's worked out quite well, and the banter amongst us is great. So I kind of, it's something very, very different. It really, really is.
Yeah, I wonder about, in particular, a solo performance, Knights in White Satin. Now, that's a pretty heady task. It's got as a performer, do you worry about it being so familiar, what people will think, or you just go out and do your own thing?
We worked on it a lot, and I had to be very careful that I took a lot of the classical sound that I would have in my voice out, because, the last thing you want is Knights in White Satin. It would have been awful, so it was a challenge. That was a big challenge. But I enjoyed it. I can only apologize for the white shoes. I'd like to take that opportunity now in that particular song.
Knights in white satin, never reaching the earth. Letters I've written, never meaning to serve. Beauty I'd always missed.
Knights in White Shoes. Listen, Paul, it's a pleasure to be with you. We know that you've struck the right chord as far as our audiences are concerned, and we hope that people will call right now and make a pledge of support for Celtic Thunder on public TV. Thank you.
Thank you.
Much.
Thank you.